Good afternoon, my name is Macarena Villarreal, and today I'm going to talk about my classroom-based research proposal that is based on help students, specifically my students at Colegio Notre Dame, 10th graders, to improve their linguistic competence, specifically on their writing skills. So the overview of my research proposal is that it is qualitative in nature, since it is educational research. But however, I decided to use the mixed method approach because 3 out of 4 of the instruments that I'm going to use are from the qualitative method, and one is from the quantitative method. So here I decided, after 4 months teaching at this 10th grade, I identified a problem, that is that their writing skill is not good as their listening, reading, and speaking skills. So when I identified this problem, I came up with the question: how can I develop a writing skill in a 10th grade? After I talked to my teacher, she told me that it was too broad. But here, the key element of my question was develop writing skill. So I came up with this second question: how can I foster my 10th grade students to develop writing in the EFL classroom? So here again, it's narrow it. However, it was too broad yet to be a research question. But here, my key element to develop writing is still there. So after make some research and also discuss with my teacher, I came up with this final draft from my research question, that is how to use the process approach to scaffold 10th graders writing process in the EFL classroom. So why this question is better than the other ones? Well, because here I'm saying that which approach I'm going to use in order to scaffold 10th graders writing process. That is the process approach I'm going to explain now. The process approach is by Feng and Sun. They explain us that this consists in 5 stages. That is pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. So in these 5 stages, the student is not like just sit and in 20 minutes write a paper, but it takes a lot of work. So in the case, what I would like to do is make students write a letter. So in this letter, they will have 5 classes devoted to this, and each class will be applying one of the stages. But what happens with the work that they do? According to Barn, the feedback should be highlighting the good things that the student did. However, you also have to say the mistakes that they did, because otherwise they will fossilize those errors or mistakes. We have to consider here that the problem identified in the classes that I gave is that students were able to write only isolated words and not full sentences, or only following patterns given by the teacher. So when I asked them to write something, they were I could observe that they were motivated at all, as when I asked them to speak something or gave their opinion orally. So Little John helped us here in the motivation in the classroom. So there are a type of activity task that he gave us, that is an open-ended task. That is like the topic is free the students to choose what to write. So the format is a letter, and would be free topic to whom and what to write in the letter. Also, bases curriculares here are crucial because according to the Ministry of Education, students should have a level that they do not show in the classroom. That is that they are able to write descriptions, articles, short stories. Sorry. And finally, we have to consider a student's background, according to Harmer and Wiggle. They have a good level of English, according to what I have observed. Sorry, their listening, speaking, and reading skills are B1, but their writing is A1, and they are capable of. So maybe they are just lazy. They don't have motivation to write because of the classes they had before. So that is why the data collection that I would like to apply here is the ethnographic, to observe the context, take notes about it, and something that I have already did, but I will do also the first 2 weeks of August. Then a diagnostic assessment. At the beginning of like the 3rd week of August, make like, okay guys, write a letter, you have, I don't know, 60 minutes, like almost the whole class, to see what is their starting level. And after applying this process approach, apply again this letter, like they know now how to organize, they have to brainstorm in all of these stages that they saw, to see if they will actually improve their writing skill. The unstructured interview is to see students and teachers' perception. So how? The focus group will be with the students. So I would like to have this focus group with 5 to 6 students from this 10th grade, and to ask them how they think their performance in writing is, and what they think on the English classes, and if the activities they have done throughout all these years, most of them are from kindergarten there, are helpful to develop writing. And the in-depth interview, that is helpful to, you have open-ended questions to the 2 English teachers that the students have had in this school, to see if what is their perception on the students' writing skill. And finally, the only quantitative instrument, the checklist. That is a checklist for the students to self-evaluate their writing process in each class, to each stage. So it would be 5 checklists, and a checklist also for the teacher, to have a record on all the students, what they have done so far. So after all this, ideal is to see if the process approach is helpful or not to improve a student's writing skill. Well, that would be it. Thank you.